Well, you too, it's your Uncle Darius. I want to thank my niece and nephew for watching. You guys can be anywhere else in the world, but you're hearing me, I appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe to your uncle, leave a like if you guys have any recommendation, leave it in the comment section, I'll get to it as soon as possible. Well, what we're about to do, like, it's the same thing that we do every year. We reacted to the NFL playoff schedule. We're gonna do our prediction and everything. As you guys know, I'm a big Seahawks fan, die hard and everything, and I'm disappointed that we didn't make the playoff this year. I had us going 10-7, but we went 9-8, and we lost the final spot to the Packers. Can't blame the Packers. We have to blame ourselves because we lost 4 games in a row. And due to our poor defense and our inconsistency of running play and everything, we would not have done well in the playoff anyway. But that's that. It is what it is. Now let's see who are in the playoffs. So for the AFC, gonna be Baltimore in the first round, Cleveland versus Houston, Miami versus Kansas City, Pittsburgh versus Buffalo. And on the NFC side, 49ers, and then with the first round bye, the Eagles versus Buccaneers, Rams versus Detroit, and Green Bay Packers versus Dallas Cowboys. Okay, and let's go with the wild card first. So for the wild card, let's do 2-7 first. I want the punk ass Steelers to lose so bad. I'm a Seahawks fan, even though my uncle is a big time Steelers fan. Shout out to you, Tom. But I just can't stand it. I can't stand the Steelers, y'all. I can't stand them at all. But if you have to be objective, I still think the Bills are going to beat it's going to beat the Steelers. I think it's gonna be a fairly good game. But I got Buffalo winning by 10 points. Probably 30-10. 30-10. Okay. And then as for Kansas City versus Dolphins, Kansas City, they've been struggling, you know what I'm saying? They're not the same team as they were last year. So I'm not going to say that they're going to win. I say the Dolphins, even though the Dolphins are the 6th seed, I think the Dolphins had a better chance to beat Kansas City, even though I know they're gonna be 0 degrees in Kansas City. So that will give the Chiefs more advantage. So with that being said, I still say the Dolphins are gonna win. It's gonna be a close game so far. So I got them winning either by 3 or 4 points. Let's say 28-24. The Dolphins. As for the Browns for the Houston, the Houston. I'm not the Jaguars fan, but my brother is, and I'm mad that the Jaguars blew it. The Jaguars choked. Let's be honest, they choked. They really did. They choked. But with that being said, I think the Browns, they're playing really great defense this year. So I don't think the Texans, even though the Texans they're doing a good job, I don't think the Texans have enough what it takes to beat the Browns. Especially go past their defense. So I'm going to say Cleveland. So I'm going to say Cleveland being the Texans. So that's AFC wild card. The NFC wild card, even though I can't stand neither the punk ass Packers and the punk ass Cowboys, oh my God. I think, you know what? And that play against the Cowboys, I think Packers and the Cowboys, they always play against each other really well. I think there's going to be a close game, I'm going to say a 3-point game, 27-24. I'm going to give it a slight edge to the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are going to beat the Packers 27-24. And for the Lions, for the Rams, oh my God, I wish. Oh my God, I cannot stand the punk ass Rams. You guys know I'm a Seahawks fan. You guys know that. So I cannot stand the Rams. I can't stand them. I can't stand them one bit. So I hope that the Lions can beat the Rams. But like I said, we have to think objectively. I still think think objectively. I still think the Lions. I don't think the Lions are going to lose their first game, the wild card game. I think it's going to be a good game. Probably they're probably going to win by a touchdown. I'll give it to the Lions 24-17, and that's just me. And of course the Eagles versus the Buccaneers. Even though the Buccaneers, they won the NFC South. I don't think they're a strong team. I don't think they're a strong playoff team. I think the Eagles. I say they have a better defense, a better offense. So I think. So you know what? I'm going to say the Eagles. I'm not going to say it's a blowout game. I'm going to say it's going to be a 17 points game. So it's going to be. I'm going to say 30-13, Eagles winning, beating the Buccaneers. So that's the AFC. That's the AFC. NFC. Wild card. I apologize, y'all. Who do I have? So if Cleveland win, no. So it's gonna be the Dolphins versus the Baltimore because the highest seeds always beat the lowest seed, and then gonna be the Browns versus the Bills. So for the Baltimore and the Dolphins, that's But didn't the Dolphins beat the Ravens this year? I don't recall that. But I still think the Ravens are too strong of a team for the Dolphins to overcome. So as much I hate to say it because the Dolphins are my nephew team. I think the Baltimore is going to beat the Dolphins. Probably 34-10. I hate to say that, but the Ravens are too strong of a team. And then of course my pick will be Cleveland versus Buffalo. Oh my God, Buffalo had a tendency to choke though. I picked the Buffalo to go all the way to the Super Bowl, but they didn't. But the Cleveland had a much stronger defense. You know what I'm saying? While Buffalo had a great offense. So you know what? I said defense wins game. I'm going to give Cleveland a slight edge. 30-27 points. That's my prediction for the second round. Okay, and then I have 49 Eagles, Lions, and Cowboys. Okay, so 49ers versus Eagles. That's another good game right there. I think this game will be much closer than a lot of people think because Eagles, they play great offense, and they can play good defense as well. However, I think the 49ers is a slightly better team. I think this will go down. I think this will go down by a hair. I say 49ers win by field goal, 30-27. That's what I got. But I think that's a game that could go either way. Now for the Lions for the Cowboys, I think the Lions, the Lions are playing extremely well. The Cowboys are also doing well, but I think the Cowboys had a tendency to choke on big stage. So you know what? I got Detroit Lions winning by a touchdown, 24-17. So let's go to the AFC championship. It's gonna be Baltimore versus Cleveland. Now that is gonna be a really great game right there. That's gonna be a really great game. Two of NFC North division rivals right there. I think it's gonna be a close game. But I think the Baltimore they have a slight edge over the Browns. Even though the Browns have great defense, I still think the Baltimore Ravens have a slight edge over them. So I say the Baltimore is gonna beat the Browns by 10 points. 34-24. And as for 49ers and the Detroit Lions, 49ers had a tendency to choke on a big stage. They do. They have a tendency to choke on a big stage. They every time they come close, especially on the NFC Championship, they choke big time. So I'm not gonna say the 49ers will go and win. I know what? I'm gonna say Detroit Lions gonna make it to their first Super Bowl. It's gonna be the Lions versus the Baltimore Ravens. And if that's true, the team I will root for is the Detroit Lions. But the team that I think is going to win the Super Bowl, and I hate to say this because their fan base are arrogant, but I think the Baltimore Ravens are going to win the whole thing. I think so. You know what I'm saying? But that's my pick right there. That's my Super Bowl pick. Baltimore versus the Detroit Lions. Yeah, I think that's a good pick right there. But if we live in a perfect world, I would love to see Detroit Lions versus Cleveland Browns in the Super Bowl. Two teams who have never made it to the Super Bowl, and two teams battling now for their first Super Bowl. But you have to think objectively why, and this is just my opinion alone. I got the Baltimore being the Detroit Lions in the Super Bowl, and that's just my pick and my pick alone. But I what, I can see any of these teams going. I can see any of these teams. Let me rewind that back. I just hope that we have a good playoff series. You know what I'm saying? I hope that we have a good playoff run and everything. I say even though my Seahawks are not in the playoff, we're still gonna pay attention to it, and we are definitely going to react to the Super Now I say, like I said, this is my prediction. But it doesn't mean my prediction is gonna come true or anything like that. But who gonna make it to the Super Bowl? Who knows? But whoever gonna make it to the Super Bowl, I damn sure hope it's not the Rams. I hope it's not the Rams. But whoever make it to the Super Bowl, we're gonna react to it regardless. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Where's your prediction of the NFL playoffs? Who do you guys got to making it to the playoffs? Let me know comment down below. Leave a like, subscribe to your uncle. You can check my previous video down here. Peace, love, and rock and roll.